Hello, Gravy Timothy's, and welcome back to some Nostalgia November, where we're playing Age of Imperialism. I covered this on the channel a little while back. It is essentially, what if World War I just never happened? Surely things would be stable, more stable, if anything, right? No. So I think I played the Germans and the British last time I gave this a go. So I think today we're gonna give the French a go. If you can't tell, if World War I never happened, something definitely still went on, because we ran into a little thing called the Franco-Prussian War Round 2. It's okay though, the Germans may have their time right now, but we'll be back for revenge. After the Germans beat us in our war that didn't turn into a world war, things have been a little bit sore for the French. With the right guidance, I'm sure we can get things back on track for us. Now, the real sore kicker here is that we did lose a whole bunch of our empire to the Germans, which I would very much like back. The war broke out in 1914, and in the face of a wave of protests and provocations in Alsace and Lorraine, no one in Paris expected that it would end with the quick German victory. And frankly, there are many reasons for this failure. One could start with the obsolescence of the French army in relation to its German counterpart. Both in terms of equipment and military strategy, one should also mention a total defeat at sea due to the lack of preparation to repel the German-led submarine war. Finally, the failure of the French industry to wage total war should be mentioned. The army sucked, the navy sucked, the industry sucked, everything sucked. Because of all that, the war ended pretty quickly. We signed the Treaty of Versailles, and we were humiliated by the Germans, especially with those war reparations. Moreover, in order to save the French budget, and in the face of the collapse of a large part of the French colonial system, part of our colonies were sold to Germany and Italy. But now in the 1930s, the Republic of France seems to still be torn by planning a revenge on Germany, a desire to gain its former colonial empire, and an ongoing struggle for power in the country. The French are now undoubtedly ready to make great sacrifices, but first they need someone who will recognize as a leader worthy of leadership, which I guess is a bit of an insult to Gaston over here. I guess, even though he's a well-liked politician, we did just diss him in the opening blurb. The government has already collapsed, and then the guy we got in to replace him, well, he's not around anymore. Now we have Prime Minister Daladier. He's not very liked. And our new president is Paul Doumer, and he is definitely going to be sticking around a while, right? Please? My political power can't take this anymore. With the bankruptcy of Austria in force, we've had a bit of a political up for us, finally, and we can now remove our grand humiliation and also move into our demilitarized land. Well, Prime Minister's gone. Telling you though, the next guy, he's gonna stick around. It's just musical chairs for prime ministers and presidents of France currently. Could use a bit of a bailout in the political power. After the collapse of government after government, Pétain has decided he will put himself in charge. Has had enough of the musical chairs situation that is French government. As such, he has taken away all the chairs and set them on fire. Well, except for his chair. His chair's actually still fine. And in fact, I think he added a bit of quilting to it. It looks a bit fluffier than usual. Yeah. That chair's looking awfully comfortable. And for us to make a choice whether or not we want to keep the Republic or say that the Republican experiment has truly failed. And after seeing like 15 French leaders in the space of 2 seconds there, I think we're going to go with the Republican experiment has failed. We already get a choice now into which camp of monarchism we would like to go into. And of course, I'm going to go with the Bonapartist, simply because, well, he's already in charge of the military, so you might as well put him in charge of the country. Go ahead and humiliate the Kingdom of Belgium. I don't know what this does, but I like the sound of it, so we're gonna give it a go. Oh, okay, triggers a border conflict. Ah, okay, well, that works pretty well. I mean, we're still in the age of imperialism, I guess. So if we ever just want to swing our French PP around, we can. So dumb, but also just so damn funny. Spanish just turned up for, well, they're having their civil war. I've just rocked up and started shooting them from the border. And look at that, I just get stability, a bit of war support, political power, army experience, a whole bunch bunch of fun stuff. Oh, we'll do it to the Spanish Republic as well. We're the best. Literally, there was one unit there. He was already weak when I turned up. Italy's going to be a tough one, especially because I don't even have supply over here. But look how much political power I'm getting out of this stuff. Oh, it's even better too, because they're the ones attacking me, and we're defending in a mountain right there. Also, I've humiliated everyone now but the Germans. Should I give it a go? Just a small taste of revenge, maybe. Just a little bite there. It's great. All the political power I just got for humiliating everyone. I've just filled out my entire government. So after going down all of our industry now, we can do the triumphant eagle. This will remove, like in the good old days, and our revanchism fragile and give us building a new continental system. Yeah, it worked so well last time. We're gonna give it a second go around. So the Germans are getting pretty busy over here. They've already taken out Belgium and the Netherlands. Now they're taking out the Austrians. I am in a faction with the Russians though, and we are preparing to do a bit of a meme. Well, the Germans have decided that they're going to go in on me, or potentially the Russians. I'm not too certain. I don't have intel on them, but they do have their work cut out for them currently. They're fighting quite a bit of the world. Well, the Germans are going in on the Russians, and before that really gets me involved in anything, I'm going to go ahead and take the Spanish out. Well, the Spanish actually joined the UK, which is kind of my bad. I didn't take them out soon enough because my army sucked. But I'm also not really scared of the UK. Hey, Spain took a little bit of wiggle room, but we did get it eventually. Only problem is, I was planning on using paratroopers to get into the UK now, but I found if I do that, the game crashes. So somehow we're gonna have to get across the sea. Oh, this is gonna be a tough one. I'm not too sure how my issue was the Germans, and I'm currently invading the damn British. So I'm starting to think I should just leave the Russian damn faction and just join the Germans. We'll agree to disagree on a few things. Dear Lord, they have so many units. Right, there they go, though. Actually, it does make sense because the British abandoned us to the Germans the first time around. I ain't gonna be seeing a peace conference anytime soon, though. We've got to defeat China, Japan, and Canada. That's not happening. Oh, well, Japan just left their faction and then immediately rejoined it. Be able to at least get Canada because the Mexicans joined the Russian faction and the US are currently fighting them, so I can get mill access over here now and just do a naval invasion that way. Oh man, this game is chugging, and I guarantee it's because every nation has a ton of units. Yeah, it is a little bit ridiculous. Well, I actually got a peace out with the Russians, not that it matters to me in the slightest. Why is... Okay. Oh, we got Russian Empire, Russian Empire, Russian Empire, Siberian Protectorate. Now I'm going to start working down Canada in hopes that my allies can now take down China. At least, please tell me I only have to take down China. Well, China, Canada, and Japan still, but... yeah, we'll worry about that later. Hold on, no we won't. Japan's naval invading the Germans. Oh, America, British I mean, this could work in our favor if the Americans join in. They've got a pretty big faction too. There you go, the Americans are in. This should hopefully mean I don't have to walk all the way to the west coast of Canada here. Hey, Canada, gone. Time to head over to the east. Just realizes the Empire of India with the British Raj flag, and it's just a puppet of Poland. Okay, we also have the German version of the Empire of India British Raj too. This is too many units. They did get the Chinese though, which means I just need to do Japan. A little bit more difficult than usual. That's probably down to the fact Japan actually has troops in Japan. But everyone has troops. Everyone has too many troops. Just hit the war screen and realize we don't have Japan. Because we also have to capitulate Australia now. Don't worry, the free city of Constantinople has it covered apparently. Oh, I also got caught by the Japanese fleet. Now, this isn't actually as bad as it looks because those starting ships are the ones we just started with. My actual navy, though, is doing damage. Oh yeah, we just wiped them. The only thing I've been building, as usual, has been light cruisers and a few destroyers. So yeah, the fleet took a beating there, but I think theirs took a bit more. Plus, we already took the damn landing. We don't care. Oh yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's pretty worth it. See, now that I've wiped all their screens pretty much in their little navies they had over here, they just get wiped out immediately. That's Japan dealt with. I'm just going to go ahead and get military access. I already have it through the US and just go deal with Australia, and then we'll actually have a peace conference. Yeah, originally I was going to go ahead just turn on my allies here, but I don't think I'm gonna fight the Reichspakt. I only just realized, I thought you had to be at peace to do this, but I can actually go ahead and form the Spanish Republic, even though I haven't taken it in the peace conference, just because I have the compliance and they don't have any resistance there. So there you go, I've got the Spanish Republic now. They've just been thrown into the wall. And yeah, I could do that in a few more little provinces, but again, they need to have their resistance low enough and their compliance high enough, which I don't think I'm going to do before we peace them out here. There you go, I got Ireland as well. I guess it will go ahead and help us, because then we don't have to worry about spending our war participation points in the peace deal on it. And there we go. What on earth do we even do here? Quebec, of course. I guarantee this is going to crash when I actually hit the confirm and exit, just because so much stuff just happened. Surprisingly, didn't crash. I just kind of had that feeling that it was going to explode. Now, sure, all right, the French Empire lost a lot in that second Franco-Prussian war, but look how much we've gained in this thing. As much as I'd really like to take down the Germans, I just mentally cannot. It wouldn't be too bad. I would commit to it if the game wasn't running at such a snail's pace. It is pretty painful right now. And just looking at the ocean, you can kind of see why. Yeah, that is where we'll leave it off today, my nostalgic little Timothys. Look at the might of the French Empire. Sure, okay, we still haven't gotten our revenge, but we made some new friends, uneasy alliances. It still kind of hurts, but Napoleon's back, and his continental system does have a good part of the continent. Oh, and also multiple other continents to boot on top. But sadly, we just do not have the brain power right now to take down the Germans and have our lasting revenge. This will just have to do. But if you enjoyed this and you want to see more Age of Imperialism, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. It's a very interesting mod. Sure, it definitely gets a hell of a lot laggy. I think they need to work on this a little bit, but it was still a fun challenge. And if you enjoyed the video, like I said, leave a like, subscribe down below, and I'll catch you all in the next one.